Good morning and Jai Hind children. I welcome you all in today's live class of chemistry. Children, we are discussing the chapter acids, bases and salts. Is it? And in previous class, I have explained you about the uses of salts. And I hope that you understood the topic. Alright. Now, today, before starting the topic, I'm going to demonstrate you the activity number 5 of chemistry. Children, as this activity is the part of your activity syllabus, so you need to write this activity in your activity notebook. Alright. So first I will demonstrate you the activity and after that I will discuss the today's topic. Today I am going to demonstrate you the activity number 5 of chemistry. Alright children, and the aim or objective of this activity is to study a neutralization reaction. Children, remember that we have discussed about the neutralization reaction in chapter acid, bases and salts. Is it? So here I am going to demonstrate this reaction. And for this activity, the material which we required are, we require a base, that is sodium hydroxide solution. We require an acid. So here I have taken the dilute hydrochloric acid. We require an indicator. So here I have taken the phenolphthalein indicator. Alright. And we require some test tubes and a burner. Alright children. First of all, in a test tube, we will take some sodium hydroxide solution. Alright children. We will hold our test tube with test tube holder always children. Okay. So hold the test tube with test tube holder and with the help of dropper, I am going to put some sodium hydroxide solution in it. Okay. And now after that, I will add the indicator phenolphthalein. So with the help of dropper, I will put few drop of phenolphthalein indicator. And children, just see that after adding few drops of phenolphthalein indicator in sodium hydroxide, it turns to pink. Is it? Now, after that, this shows that the sodium hydroxide is basic in nature. Now, I will add dilute hydrochloric acid in it with the help of dropper. So, with the help of dropper, I will add hydrochloric acid in it. Children, as we are going to add the hydrochloric acid in this mixture, just see that the pink color is going to decolorize. Is it? And after adding few drops, the pink color completely gets disappear. And now the solution becomes again colorless. Got it children? So this time a chemical reaction takes place between the acid hydrochloric acid and the base which is sodium hydroxide. And due to this reaction, the two products formed, that is sodium chloride and water. So actually this is the solution of sodium chloride salt and the water. And if we want to obtain the sodium chloride salt, so we will heat this solution. Okay, and after heating some time, the water which is present in it gets vaporized and our salt will left. So now I am going to heat it on burner. And after heating it for some time on the burner, it will start boiling and start vaporizing. That water which is present in it gets vaporized, and finally we will get the salt at last. So here in another test tube I already have done, and the salt left at the last of the test tube. So this indicates that the occurrence of neutralization reaction. Okay, and in this neutralization reaction, the sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid and forms a salt, that is sodium chloride and water. Alright children, NaOH, this is the formula of sodium, yes, hydroxide. HCl is the formula of hydrochloric acid, and NaCl is the formula of sodium chloride. Alright children, so this chemical reaction shows that, yes, which type of reaction? Neutralization reaction. Because here the effect of this base NaOH gets neutralizes when hydrochloric acid added in it. And due to this, these new products form, which is a salt, sodium chloride and water. Okay, so I hope that you understood this activity. Children, this activity is in your activity syllabus. So you need to write this activity in your activity notebook. Children, I hope that you understood the activity. Is it? Now come to the topic. Children, as in previous class, we have discussed all the topics of the chapter. Is it? Now, today I am going to discuss the answers of oral questions third. And the question number 1 of oral question is, all acids contain hydrogen. What happens if you replace this hydrogen with a metal? Children, understood the question first. As you know that the property of the acid, they contains hydrogen. Okay, so all acids contain hydrogen. What happens if you replace this hydrogen with a metal? So, children, if we replace the hydrogen of an acid with a metal, so salt will form. Get it? What will form? A salt will form if hydrogen of an acid replaced with metal. Understood? Now come to the question number 2. And the question number 2 is, which compounds are formed when an acid reacts with a base? So children, remember that we have discussed when an acid reacts with a base, it forms a salt and water. Is it? And this kind of reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Get it? So you can say that a salt and water are formed when an acid reacts with a base. Okay? Now, come to the question number 3. And the question is, which acids are these salts obtained from? And 4 different salts are given. Get it? And you have to write the name of the acids from which they obtained. So the first one is nitrates. Children, the salt nitrates are obtained from which acid? Yes, it is obtained from nitric acid. Okay. Now the second is carbonates. So the carbonate salts are obtained from carbonic acid. Get it? Now the third salts are chlorides. And the chlorides salts are obtained from hydrochloric acid. And the fourth one is sulfates. And sulfates salts are obtained from sulfuric acid. Okay, so these are the name of the acids from which the salts are obtained. Nitrates obtained from nitric acid, carbonates obtained from carbonic acid, chlorides obtained from hydrochloric acid, and sulfates obtained from sulfuric acid. Alright children? Now come to the question number 4. Okay? And the question is the baking soda used in baking bread and cake an acid, a base, or a salt? Get it? And what is its chemical name and formula? So children, you have to tell that baking soda is what? It is an acid or a base or a salt. And after that, you have to write its chemical name and formula. Get it? So the baking soda which is used in bread and cakes is a salt. What is baking soda, children? Yes, it is a salt. And the chemical name of baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. What is the chemical name of baking soda, children? It is sodium bicarbonate. And the formula of this salt is NaH CO3. NaHCO3. Get it? Baking soda, it is a salt. Its chemical name is sodium bicarbonate and its chemical formula is NaHCO3. Understood, children? So these all are the oral questions. Third. And you need to write it in your notebook also. Understood, children? Now, after this, I'm going to discuss the book exercise. Okay, and the first book exercise is choose the most appropriate answer. Understood, children? And the question number 1 is, which of the following is not an acid-base indicator? Understood, children? The question, out of the given 4 options, which one is not the acid-base indicator? And the options are blue litmus, second methyl orange, third phenolphthalein, and fourth digen. So children, remember that we have discussed about the acid base indicator, is it? So blue litmus, methyl orange, phenolphthalein, these all are the kind of indicators. And digen, it is not an indicator, it is a kind of antacid. Okay, so the correct answer will be D. Digen. Okay, now the question number 2 is, which of the following is a strong acid? Children, you have to choose the strong acid. Okay, and the options, first one nitric acid, second one citric acid, third acetic acid, and the fourth tartaric acid. So children, out of given these 4 options, the citric acid, acetic acid, and tartaric acid, these are the natural acids, whereas the nitric acid is a mineral acid and mineral acids are strong acids. Is it? So the correct answer will be A. Nitric acid. Alright. Now the question number 3 is, which of the following is not a base? Out of the given option, you have to find out which one is not a base. And the option, first sodium hydroxide, second magnesium hydroxide, third copper carbonate, and the fourth ammonium hydroxide. Okay children, so which one is not a base? Children, copper carbonate, it is not a base. Okay, whereas rest of the 3, that is sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and ammonium hydroxide, these all are base. So the correct answer will be C. Copper carbonate. Now, the question number 4 is, which of these metals cannot be used to prepare hydrogen by the action of an acid? Alright children, and the options are sodium, iron, calcium, and copper. So out of these 4 metals, the copper is the least reactive metal, and that is why it will not prepare hydrogen. It is not used to prepare hydrogen. Okay children, so the correct answer will be copper. Now the question number 5, what is the common name of sodium bicarbonate? Children, we have discussed the different salts and their uses along with their common name and formula. So remember that the baking soda, okay, that is a common name of sodium bicarbonate, and the options are given: Fitcurry, second caustic soda, third baking soda, and fourth blue vitriol. Okay, so the correct answer will be yes, baking soda. Understood children? Now come to the question number 6, and the question is, lime juice will turn. Children, remember that I have demonstrated the activity number 4, and there I have shown you that the lime juice turns the blue litmus red? Is it? So the question is lime juice will turn the option first blue litmus red, second option methyl orange yellow, third red litmus blue, and fourth phenolphthalein pink. So the correct answer will be yes, A, that is blue litmus red. Now, the question number 7. Sodium chloride will turn. Sodium chloride, children, it is also known as common salt, whose formula is NaCl. Is it? So this sodium chloride will turn the first one blue litmus red, second option methyl orange yellow, third option red litmus blue, and the fourth option is none of the above. So children, remember that I have also shown this solution of salt when tested on different indicator, so there is no any effect. Is it? Because it is neutral in nature. So the correct and option will be D, none of the above. Alright children, now come to the question number 8. And the question is acids. First option have sour taste. Second option are corrosive in nature. Third option are soluble in water. And the fourth option have all of these properties. So children, remember the properties of acids. They are sour in taste, they are corrosive in nature, and they are soluble in water. So the correct answer will be have all of these properties. Now, the question number 9. And the question is alkalis. Option first have sour taste. Second are soluble in water. Third turn blue litmus red. And the fourth have all of these properties. So children, remember that alkalis are the bases which are soluble in water. Is it? So the correct answer will be yes, B, are soluble in water. Understood children? So these all are the question A of book exercise, that is choose the most appropriate answer. Alright? Now come to the next book exercise, that is very short answer question, and you have to write the answer just in one word. Okay? And the question number 1 is which of these is a salt? Hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, or sodium chloride? So children, you have to find out of given these three names, which one is a salt. Okay, so the salt is sodium chloride. Understood? Now, the question number 2. If a liquid turns blue litmus red, children remember that. If a liquid turns blue litmus red, is it an acid, base or salt? So, what it may be? It will be an acid because acid turns the blue litmus red. Okay? Now, the question number 3. Methyl orange has color in an acidic solution. What color in acidic solution? Understood, children? Methyl orange are what color in acidic solution? So it is red in color in acidic solution. Understood? Methyl orange has red color in an acidic solution. Now the question number 4 is, when water is added to a strong acid, it becomes dilute. True or false? Children, you have to tell that this statement is true or false. When water is added to a strong acid, okay, it becomes dilute. So children, the statement is false because always what is added? Yes, acid is added in water, not water is added in acid. Now, the question number 5 is, name one mineral acid. Here you can write any mineral acid. Understood? So the answer will be nitric acid. Now, the question number 6 is, milk contains which acid? Children, milk, which is a natural substance. So it have a kind of natural acid. So you have to write down the name of that acid. And the acid which is present in milk is, yes, it is lactic acid. Now the question number 7 is, which gas is produced when sodium carbonate reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid? Children, understood the question first? Which gas is produced? You have to write the name of the gas which produced when sodium carbonate reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid. So the name of the gas is carbon dioxide. Okay. Understood, children? Now, question number 8. Name the reaction between an acid and a base which forms a salt and water. Children, it's very simple that the name of reaction in which salt and water form when an acid reacts with a base. Okay, so the name of reaction is neutralization reaction. Okay, now question number 9. Which acid is produced or which acid is used in the manufacture of the fertilizer superphosphate? Understood, children, the question? Again, I am going to repeat. Which acid is used in the manufacture of the fertilizer superphosphate? So children, remember that the name of acid which is used, and the acid is, yes, it is sulfuric acid. Which acid? Sulfuric acid. Okay. Now the question number 10. N is a base that is soluble in water. Which base is soluble in water? Yes, alkali is the base which is soluble in water. So you have to write the answer alkali. Okay, children? Now the question number 11 is, which base does not have a metal atom in its molecule? Children, here you have to write the name of the base that, yes, does not have a metal atom in its molecule. Most of the bases have metal atoms in its molecule, but one of the base, that is ammonium hydroxide. Okay, so the answer number 11 is ammonium hydroxide. Alright children, ammonium hydroxide does not have a metal atom in its molecule. Okay, now the question number 12, is sodium hydroxide an acid or a base? Children, you have to tell that it is an acid or base. Okay, sodium hydroxide, whose formula is NaOH. So it will be a base. Question number 13. Turmeric turns in acidic solution. Turmeric turns in acidic solution. So what is the color in acidic solution of turmeric? It is pale yellow. Understood children? It is shiny yellow or bright yellow. Now, the question number 14 is, if you are a manufacturer of soap, which base would you require? Children, here you have to write down the name of the base which is used in soap industries. So remember that in soap industries, caustic soda is the base which is used. Okay, so the answer will be caustic soda. Now the question number 15 is, which base will you take as medicine if you are having a stomach ache due to indigestion? And the name of that base which is taken at the time of indigestion is magnesium hydroxide. Alright children, which base? Magnesium hydroxide. Now the question number 16. A salt is formed when a metal displaces hydrogen from an acid. The statement is true or false. So children, remember that the statement will be true. Okay, because a salt is formed when a metal displaces hydrogen from an acid. Okay, so in this reaction, salt is formed. The question number 17 is, what is the color of litmus paper in an alkali? In an alkali, the color of litmus paper, yes, it will be blue. Because alkali is a kind of base. Okay, and bases gives blue color. The blue litmus remains blue and red will turn to blue. Get it children? So this is all about very short answer questions. And I hope that you understood the answers of these all questions. Thank you and have a nice day children.